Dog lovers, this one is for you. Today is Newfoundland Day at a Northeast Christmas tree farm. When they're not just lounging around, Newfies are known as working dogs. They love to work. And today, dozens of them will be at a tree farm in Moton, Pennsylvania, helping to pull your Christmas tree of choice back to your car. Come for a tree or just see these huge fluffy dogs who all love attention.
Well, joining us now from Plow Farms in Pennsylvania is Lindsay Eshelman. Thanks for being with us this morning. And you have some extra friends there with you here. So let's talk about the furry friends. This is why people are watching. They don't want to hear about us. They want to see the Newfies there. Who do you have with you?
Oh, well, hello. Greetings from Plow Farms. A little chilly here in Pennsylvania today, but luckily we have dogs who love to be outside in the cold. We have the Newfoundland dog breed here. We have Tipsy, Ramon, Laverne, Kelby, Bonnie, and all of them are outstanding working dogs and are really ready to be ambassadors for the Newfoundland dog breed here in Plow Farms.
So what spurred your family to start a Newfoundland Day, and how long have you been doing this?
So we have been a family of Newfoundland owners and lovers for years. Between my brother, myself, my mother, we have 4 Newfoundlands, which is a lot of dogs when they're all together. So one year we decided, let's showcase what they love to do, which is to work. We happen to also own a Christmas tree farm. So what better way to celebrate Christmas, the holidays, than to get Newfoundlands, hook them up to a cart and have them pull Christmas trees out of the field.
Looks fantastic. So for those people who have never been around a Newfie, so how would you describe them and what makes them so special? Because they kind of look like they're a little like St. Bernardish.
They are. So they are massive, gentle giants, if you will. Laverne here is 160 pounds. She's a big girl. But ultimately, they are sweet and kind. They were the nanny dog in Peter Pan. So they wouldn't represent a nanny dog without being gentle at heart. And right here we have Ramon, who's a strong worker. We have Kelby, who's a water rescue dog. Kelby has 9 rescues under her belt. So each of these dogs are special, gentle, but ultimately bred to work. And that's the beauty of coming out to Plow Farms today. You'll see them in their natural habitat, showcasing their working spirit.
Oh, I love it. So we also want to ask you about the weather. So your family farm is in the Northeast, where we've seen severe drought this year. How did that impact your trees and the farm?
Absolutely. So here in Berks County, Pennsylvania, we went 45 days plus with no rain. It was pretty dramatic and traumatic. All of the seedlings that we planted in the spring, unfortunately, died off. So we will have to replant all of that. But luckily, Christmas trees, mostly Douglas fir, which are planted behind me, are relatively hardy once they get going. So the trees here are 3, 4, 5 years strong and growing, and they weren't very much affected, but the seedlings and anything we planted in the spring really took a hit, and we will have to replant this spring. So not a good time here without 45 days of rain in Berks County.
So are you having lingering impacts in terms of perhaps the trees that are there? Will they perhaps brown faster? Will they dry out faster? Are you giving customers advice in terms of which ones to kind of avoid?
Absolutely. So we did irrigate properly and responsibly to keep the trees that were growing green and fresh. But when it comes to Christmas trees, when we first chop them down, we always encourage people to fill their first water bowl of their live Christmas tree with warm water, because that warm water helps break up the sap and creates a better channel for the water to go up in the Christmas tree in your house. So if you are getting a Christmas tree, especially if it was affected by a drought area, make sure that first bit of water that you put in is nice and warm. Get that sap out of there and allow for that water to go up and keep that tree fresh in your house.
All right. Thank you, Lindsay Eshelman, for being here this morning. We love talking about those beautiful dogs, and happy holidays to you.
Yeah, it's a great way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone by just hanging out with the dogs all day.
Exactly. I actually think that those dogs, too, I know they probably like the cooler climates, but I think they're probably good in the warmer climates as well. I think they like to swim. I wanted to ask her that, but I think that they're swimming dogs.
I think of swimming dogs.
Yeah.
I've seen the mountain rescue dogs, cold water rescues, Newfoundland, Canada's, where they were helping sailors out because that part of the Atlantic is awfully, awfully cold.